Right, 20 July 2025, and today I've got a very crazy story that is currently published inside of the Standard newspaper. So this is something that is new and that is unbelievable. So let's get started. And today we've got a story that the war veterans have been bribed. So the war veterans have been bribed. They've taken money. They've taken cars from Mnangagwa, and they have been told to keep quiet, and they are now quiet. So they're not talking because they've taken money. So specifically, Dara Blessed Geza is alleged to have taken 12 cars. So 12 cars, according to the Standard newspaper. So if you go into the Standard newspaper of today, that is the headline, that the war veterans have been given a bunch of cars. So they are awash with the cars, including 4x4 vehicles, and one person getting up to 12 cars. So let me now take you to the newspaper, because this is a difficult story. It's new, and many people don't want to believe something when it's new. They want it to take time. So let's go to the story. So cars galore for ED critics. That is the headline. And it says here, right, let's read. The deal, insiders say, is part of a broader strategy by the ruling party's benefactors to silence dissenters, especially war veterans, with incentives. Zimbabwean National Liberation War Veterans Association sources said one of their leaders, name given, was given a fleet of cars recently that included 4 Toyota GD6s and Aquas. He was given over a dozen light motor vehicles and 4 top-of-the-range cars. And then you can see that there's Mdara Mathibela here at the front. Let's see what Mdara Mathibela says. So he says, please tell the world you confronted me and I denied the allegation. I can't be bought. So he says he's not the one who received the cars. So Mdara Mathibela says he's not the one who received the cars. Now let me show you who is in the structure of the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association. So if you look at this structure, there are 2 factions of the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association, one led by Kefas Ngube, which has been working with Mnangagwa without fighting him. And that one is fine. They don't fight Mnangagwa. On the right is Andres Mathibela, Mdara Mathibela, and then the deputy is Mdara Geza. So this is the faction that has been fighting Mnangagwa over here, wanting him to leave. And you can see that this faction is the one that is being targeted with the cars. So if Mathibela didn't get the cars, the next person that got the cars must then be Geza. That is clear. That is what the implication of this whole thing is. And I know that the newspaper doesn't want to say it because they're scared that they will be ostracized. They'll be made called Vavengi. This is crazy, but go check it out inside of the Standard newspaper and read deeply into it. These are the war veterans. And on Friday, Mdara Mathibela has issued a statement. So I'm going to put it out sometimes today. I will look for it in one of my phones and upload the statement by Mdara Mathibela. So cars have changed hands. The GD6 is going to be the end of Zimbabwe. So the GD6 Toyota is the end of Zimbabwe. Now let's go to other stories before we get killed. Before we get killed. Let's go to other stories. So teachers are attending the Hebert, the Chitepo School of Ideology. Currently, teachers have been attending those re-education events at the School of Ideology. So that is the Hebert Chitepo School of Ideology. And this comes after an attempt to make all judges attend the Hebert Chitepo School of Ideology. So this has happened yesterday, and people are justifying this, not knowing what is going on. It's terrible. It's bad. ZANU-PF Yaka broker. And then let's quickly go to other stories. There has been an earthquake in Zimbabwe, in Chimanimani, and the earthquake is a 3.9 earthquake that is taking place at Chimanimani yesterday. So that was a small earthquake. No damages were reported. The area between Zimbabwe and Mozambique is going to break apart, according to what we've heard and what we've been talking about. The area around Mozambique and Zimbabwe is going to split up. So check out all the stories that have been put out online about this situation. You remember there was Cyclone Idai, where the earth started to split and water just started to pour in during that storm. Cyclone Idai, so many people died. So this has happened, an earthquake over there, and this is something crazy. There's something called the East African Rift System over there. And eventually, in many, many years after we're gone, there's going to be a split there. So it's already started happening in other places. There's already a gap that is forming all the way up to East Africa. That is crazy and amazing at the same time. Then 6 illegal miners have died in Mazowe. 4 have been injured. Over the past week, multiple deaths have been reported at Jumbo Mine, where 3 miners died, and then at Kwayedza Investment Mine, where 2 men died during an explosion. So there's massive deaths taking place over there in Mazowe. Then I want to take you to a story that is crazy, that is happening in Bindura. So this story is scary because no one knows who's doing it. There is someone bombing cars in Bindura. So no one knows who's bombing the cars, but someone is doing it. And this has been happening over the past week or so. So, and people just wake up and they find that someone has car bombed or fire bombed their cars. And this started on the 17th. That is in Chiwaraidzo of Bindura. And also, this started earlier on. There were more incidents in June. These fires occur at night at different homes. Someone just arrives at a home and burns the car and runs away. So I don't know what is happening. The ZRP is not capable of investigating anything. They don't have cameras. They don't have the technology to investigate. But someone is firebombing cars in Bindura. Then let's go to business. Econet is reporting a huge increase in voice calls. So that is 44% increase in voice calls. And then let's look at other business stories here. I want to look at, let's look at South Africa. There's a big story here, and that is the death of the editor of the Sowetan. So executive editor of the Sowetan has passed away, Pearl Sebolayo. She has passed away and no cause of death has been given. Then inside the Times newspaper, the ANC has seconded 11 people to hospital boards. So the people that you see on the screen here have been appointed in boards of hospitals, and you can go and check it out. And then obviously Mnangagwa is in Algeria. This is becoming an embarrassment. Mnangagwa was not allowed to meet any of the business leaders. He was only allowed to visit a museum, and then he had to close the door meeting with the president of Algeria. So that is the president of Algeria over there with Mnangagwa. And it's not clear why they did not allow him to meet these people. The entertainment, there is a crazy story where a popular gospel singer here, he is accused of beating up his wife, and she has made a report after 2 years. So that is Polisa Quinana, a gospel singer, has been taken to court or has been reported to the police by his wife. So she's reporting him for beating her up, spitting in her face, and also abusing her when she was pregnant. So she did not make a report at that time, but she's made a report now. And I don't know why she waited so long. However, to me, something strange is happening because the name which is being mentioned is Ndikona Shatika here. So the one that you're seeing on the screen is not Ndikona Shatika. The one on the screen is Fifi. So Fifi, her real name is, let's look at Fifi's real name, Kwakwanya Gebevu Eliche. So it appears the man had 2 wives, if that is my interpretation, because he's got Ndikona and then he's got Fifi. And both of them are alleging that they were being beaten. So I wonder what is happening now that Fifi has gone to the police. Does that mean Ndikona has gone to the police? Does that mean Ndikona and Fifi are 2 different people? So this is crazy. What a beautiful wife. I don't know why he's beating it up when she's pregnant. So that is crazy. I don't know if she's using 2 different names, but the names that she's used in court is in the corner. So that is a popular gospel singer, the wife going to report him for GBV after 2 years. And she said she had to live inside of shelters. Then in our own country of Zimbabwe, we've got the Nyati family here. What a stunning young wife. My Nyati is amazing. She looks better than most Zvigananda. I don't know why guys leave their wives to go to Zvigananda. Imagine leaving your wife to go to Zvigananda. So the young man, young Nyati, Gilbert, has gone and started an affair with a girl. So this girl is a social media person. She was on a live with him, and he talked to her after the live. They exchanged numbers, and after 2 days, he called her and met her at a local lodge. So we have covered the story extensively on Gambakwe. Our entertainment guys have also put the story out there. This is crazy. My Nyati is not leaving her husband. I don't know why. Maybe because if she leaves, then the whole Nyati thing will be over. But that is what is happening. This is crazy. Like one hell of a story that has ever happened in Zimbabwe. No one can explain why guys can't wait for their wives to recover after birth and they have to go around looking for different girls. That's crazy. Then there has been a story at Mazowe FM. This was yesterday. Nick Mangwana has had to go to Mazowe FM where there is a problem with the board. So Nick Mangwana tried to resolve this situation, and that is because the local station is huge, is so influential. It covers a 60-kilometer square radius. So one of the most influential stations in the country. So that is what has happened. Nick Mangwana going over there to try to resolve the situation with the radio station. And the fight obviously comes from the influence that the radio station has got, which is probably bigger than Harare. So these guys have got more influence than Harare. So go check out the story. I'm sure they'll publish it in the state press. Now let's go to the newspapers. I want to quickly look at the Herald, or sorry, the Sunday Mail newspaper, if it is published. If not, I'll come back later and show you what is over there. So Sunday Mail Zimbabwe is there. Let's quickly look at it, and then I'll be out. Today is my workout day, so I need to be on my workouts. So Algeria, Mnangagwa is leading So let me show you on the screen. Right, so here it is. Algeria, Zimbabwe to chart new economic cooperation path. This is crazy. They addressed a joint conference following signing of agreements. And then what else do we have? Expansion and renovation of National Heroes Acre begins. Go check it out. And then Mazowe FM, there it is. I've shown you Mazowe FM. Maziva. I cannot believe that is Maziva. I thought it was Maziwa. That's crazy. Chiefs and villagers have been voicing concern over the way the sessions run. So what is the problem? Permanent Secretary has visited. What is the reason? Okay, I don't understand what is the problem. The reason why they are not saying it is there's a big problem, and it's something to do with they want to take over whatever's happening here. I don't think it's management. I suspect that they feel uncomfortable with the popularity of Mazowe FM. I don't think it's normal for a permanent secretary to visit for such a reason. So I believe that there's something bigger over here. And then the new IP MZ president, Audrey Mlambo. She's amazing. What do you think? She's good. She's the new president of the IP MZ. We like a good job. Good job, Audrey. Wakachena. And then let's go to other stories. What else is here? Forestry Commission is announcing George Manyuma as the Sustainable Director General of Forestry Commission. Guys, these guys make money. Forestry Commission makes a lot of money. There's a lot happening at Forestry Commission. If you manage well, you do so much. And then let's see what else is happening here. Trey Chimunye has risen from being a couch potato to a regional and African sprint champion. Akasimba mpana huyo, Chimunye. But anakusimba sacharamba. Let's look at the other stories there. Once regulatory reforms, industry lobby group, what is happening here? That is electricity generation. I don't know what they're talking about. Let's quickly look at everything and see if there's anything here. There's a job for a chief executive officer. Which company is this? Zim Papers, chief executive officer. Remember, the guys were fired. So if I was still a junior journalist, I was going to apply here. But Ninda Uko, kuma president, Msoro, Ndakabuda, kuma chief executive. So ZBC, traffic officer over here. Guys, lots of jobs in this newspaper. National Family Planning, go and apply so many jobs here. I cannot believe it. Look at these jobs. So 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 pages of jobs, 5 pages of jobs. And then stands at Marondera. If you want to stand at Marondera, Elmswood Township, there are lots of stands for creches, primary school, service industry, commercial, and industrial. At Marondera, Marondera is doing very, very well. Uko. Panaochenda kwa Mdara Chiwenga, Marondera, there is a lot of development taking place. However, when we try to go to Machekanana Dam, we found out that the guys did not plan where to live, could not do anything there for our projects. So, Jaka Broker, when it comes to these projects, the problem when you really go on the ground, it's very difficult, it's very slow. Things are moving very slowly in Zimbabwe. You need something to kickstart or capital. You need capital to move in into Zimbabwe. And then I'm a dead man walking. Patrick Mkwamba, Mdara Patrick Mkwamba is a problem. You remember what happened when Jethro went to talk to him? I called his daughter and when they chat with the daughter, and they told me a lot. So I can assure you that Mdara Patrick Mkwamba, Anidzake Onyaya, Zakawanda, he likes to blame his ex-wife, his late wife. But it's not true. It's not true that she's the one who cursed him. Nothing of that sort, according to the daughters, and they did not want to talk to him at all. So I talked to them myself, and they didn't want to talk to him. Okay, I think we've covered most of the stuff. Now let's go to military. I like military. I like to fight. Now, Namibia has received new helicopters. So they've been showcasing these new helicopters. So check out the helicopters. And Tunisia has bought new helicopters. That is the new helicopters arriving. And then Somalia has bought new helicopters. So in military, 3 different countries have bought new attack helicopters. And then let's look at some more entertainment. Do you see this young lady, Megan Lee, this Italian? She is in love with a basketball player. I remember her campaigning for the last president of the USA. Then let's look at more entertainment. Regina, here, one of the social media ladies, has revealed that she earns $4,000 a month from a Facebook page. That's amazing. And you know what she do? She walks around and maskits ake ese anosekesa. Go and check out. That's why you see Kutananyati Vakta my baby. That's because Varkwana married Zochkisa. I don't know how to make money on Facebook. I've never made money on Facebook. So it's crazy that these guys are making my 4,000, my 5,000. Nyati is making 10,000. Madam Boss 8,000 on Facebook. So if you want to make money in the Zimbabwe, talk to these guys. Regina. If you go to Regina's channel, you see what I'm talking about. All she does is to walk around shaking her hips. Anita Mari, Regina, she's got massive Saka. That's what she do. And guys, watch it. Let me show you. Why she makes so much money. Regina. Regina is crazy. So she makes, according to herself, she makes $4,000, $5,000, and all she does is do this. That's that's all. That's why guys are going over here to see easy. So she makes 4,000. She has said that's how much she makes. What else does she show? Let's see. Could Regina Anita say? You see, that's all Regina does, and she makes $4,000 a man from this. So it's a marriage business. Right, that's Regina for you. Go over there and add to her money. I'm going to marry Regina. I know Pisa. Semoto. Now let me take you to Mve. We don't want Tongwa Masalad. So our Mve for this month, you see on the 20th, that's where we are now. Kana Mve wako sada shikaba. Urukutamba, you must be having Mve wako. Otherwise, unozosangana na Regina okanyadzisa. Zvinonyadzisa. So get your Mve. Now we've got Mve for sale over here. So you can pick up in Harare, you can pick up in Bulawayo, you can pick up in Kariba, and then across Zimbabwe by courier, free of charge to you. So you get Mve for free. Across Zimbabwe, don't charge you for courier. You can pick up in Johannesburg, Cape Town, and around South Africa by PEP or Postnet. You get it UK, DHL 3 days, Canada, United States, Australia, New Zealand, all these countries. We've sent it over there and pick up your own. Usatongwe nema salad. Munozo. Munotongwa. Atidi vanoti tucha. Vachitadza. Right now, let's go back to the headline. Let's start with where we started, and then I'll be back here later. So according to today's Standard newspaper, top war veterans have been bribed with cars. So that is the people who are saying Mnangagwa wants to go have been bribed. And one of them has received 12 cars. And I assume that is Geza. because Mdara Mathibela has said he did not receive the cars. So go check it out. We expect Mdara Geza to come out and answer and reject this report, because there is only one reason why the war veterans have stopped. Something has happened. The war veterans have now backed off. They don't have a clear plan of what is happening, when it's happening, and we want action. TD, Jema jokes. We want Mnangagwa gone like yesterday, but people are quiet, people are not talking, and that is not cool. Shaka broker. Mnangagwa aka broker. Auxilia aka broker. Sean aka broker. Kuda aka broker. Emerson Jr. aka broker. Shigananda. Dasiani. Akagakomana kekutora vakadzi vevanhu kana ukaramba mukadzi wako kanotora Collins kaka broker. Unoziva here kuti tofana tupfupi hatubvi mumabhebhi tunomada zvikuru. Right, I think we've covered everything. Tagure campaigning heavily yesterday. You saw him. He is saying that he is supposed to be in the Central Committee, and he has made a case for co-option during his latest campaign. Tagure has also claimed that he's given 28 million to charity. However, vanhu vezanu vacharohwa zvotyisa. We are going to organize the opposition. They will lose. We are no longer going to give our future into the hands of war veterans, or into the hands of ZANU, or into the hands of a ZANU-PF faction. We're not doing it anymore. We are organizing the opposition. The time is over. The honeymoon is over. There's a new sheriff in town. A new sheriff in town. Bacha loser, Jose Mesa. Right, I'd like to thank all of you for watching. Let's look at the comments very quickly. What is he going to do with 12 cars? That's true. Good question. So what he has done is he has started a car hire company. So a car hire company is a fleet of cars. Good question, Mkomacha Mnorwa. That is an amazing observation. Tinashe blessing Zara, Zoro, Rakazhimba, Rinema Pundu. Tinashe blessing Zara. Murugita sa Chatufa, munhu weZANU. Chatufa is not a real person. So if you see someone talking, and that person you can't see their face, munhu wa Mnangagwa. So munhu wa Mnangagwa, Mnangagwa akangwara, anoisa vanhu, upretenda kuita opposition. Votaura zvozonakidza, but they always talk about other people. They never talk about Mnangagwa. If you see someone who's always talking about other people and not about Mnangagwa, munhu iyeye munhu wa Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is known for one thing. Mnangagwa will never face you on anything. So what Mnangagwa does, when he attacks you, he goes behind you. That's what he always does. So ukaona munhu wasingaoni face yake. Simple. Take this for me. Summarize if you can, uchiziya zvandinotaura. If you see someone whose face you can't see talking, that person is Mnangagwa, because the persons that hide their face, they are a wolf in a sheepskin. They come at you and they're gonna tell you nice stories, and then one day they will jab you. The way they want to go, they will get there. So vanhu vaMnangagwa vasingataridze face dzavo, vasingataridze mazita, DJ Unholy, Kuli ndi Mnangagwa, vanhu vaMnangagwa vese ivavo, because havana vakutaridze face, vakutaridze zita, because you will know who they are and you will never know them. Isusu vamwe tobuda pachena 15 years in this game, handi atakwe nemunhu waMnangagwa, handi donedzwe nemunhu waMnangagwa. We've got it. And when people talk about God, and they talk, yeah, God said this, God said that, God has given you a brain to think for a reason. God has given you a muscle to think and to work. Don't blame God for your problems. Don't blame God for your problems. So anyway, in Indweta, I know my vivid dreams. I see things like a day when I'm sleeping. I only sleep 2 or 3 hours a day. So like now, you saw me here at 11. I went and worked out for an hour. So I slept exactly 2 hours today. 2. That is unfair for you. This thing is amazing. So I had 2 dreams today. Right? 2. So that was. Firstly, I had a dream about nyoka. So when I dreamed, no dream was really national. I dreamed about nyoka. Nyoka was facing 5 charges, and we went into court twice. And then on the second time we went to court, the judge found Nyoka not guilty. But there was so much commotion. There were so many people in front of me. And Nyoka was at the back. So when the judge was speaking, we could not clearly hear the judgment, but he made the judgment that he's not guilty on all 5 charges. And then I was walking out to go to my car. Nyoka came to me and he was very happy and he gave me a hug. And then I walked out and other things happened, which I won't tell you. So that was my first dream. Then my second dream was about Chamisa. So right, my dreams are good too. And I dream many dreams. So my second dream was about Chamisa. So Chamisa was tweeting. So I was looking at his Twitter account and I saw Chamisa tweeting. And his tweet was about so there was two routes on Zirambiri, one going this way and the another going that way. And he was justifying saying, Kuti, it's okay to go this other route because there are many ways to get to a solution. So let's see what Chamisa tweeted today. Because I haven't looked. No. Chamisa has not tweeted today. He says the best thing I ever made in my leadership journey was to walk away from MDC and CC. You thank me later. That is his last tweet here, according to what I can see. But in my dream, I had a dream that Nelson Chamisa was saying there are 2 routes or 2 ways to do something, and there is no problem if there are 2 ways. One way doesn't mean it has to be the correct way. So now let's see what Chamisa has said on his Chamisa News channel. Play for the right team. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. It's a Bible verse for Sunday. So you see, that's the point I'm making to you. Siripapi, where are we? We are all alone. Don't look outside for solution. Don't look to someone else to solve it. Guys in the opposition, we are alone. We have to do it, and we have to build from scratch. We are going to have to build from scratch. We are capable because Vadara, they don't know. They don't know what they're capable of. Mkatasama all veterans, they started something so big and then they stopped. We can't be like that. We have to do what we say we'll do, and we have to do it to the conclusion. We have to stop delegating our responsibilities. We have stopped the fighting. Our country is extremely wealthy and we are capable. We are going to do it, and it won't be through other people. It has to be by ourselves. We are going to be able to do it. Yes, munu kuma shingo, munu pa bikita, munu pa gede, munu pa budzi, munu pa Gambakwe. Good morning, my people. Munu kuma shingo. As I said, that anything where you are involved, it won't be successful because you are doing things to be seen or followed. Yes, who is that person? Because everything I do is successful. Respect the people of Zimbabwe. You are not fair. Wakapa general storage fumuro instead of general storage. I warned General Stole multiple times not to play. Guys, it's also to be blessed. And there is a thing that God wants us to do. Everyone that you see who is attacking me is going to fall to the left and is going to fall to the right. Vachadona, Seishwa. Mpana ndo farira one. Mpana is going to do very well. Mpana kulient. Siana nema dinga. Siana nema dinga kulient. Kulient Mnangagwa. Siana nema dinga. Uye kuvan. Siana na DJ Anholi uyo. DJ Anholi akadakwa. Kutene munhu akadaro unpana mdiki uyo. You guys, you are following people you don't know. People you've never seen. Like you just follow someone just because they are in public. Wes, you follow someone like Chatufa, you have never seen the guy. That guy is sitting at CIO head office. And every day they sit there and they strategize. They will never do anything that is to do with Mnangagwa. You will never hear anything about Mnangagwa and what he's doing wrong. All you hear is about Gambakwe doing wrong, what uko. You will never hear anything about Mnangagwa and Auxilia. Akadakwa. The bad drugs. Zoro. Auxilia. Sometimes I enjoy myself here when I'm sitting here because things are so clear. Paka office kangu, kepa corner. But very soon you're going to see we're going to do a big job. We're going to do a great job. And our country, God has seen our country. God has blessed our country. We're going to do so well in our country. And Mnangagwa's time, it will be like a nightmare. Something that you can't believe happened. We're going to do so well. And all of you, I know you've got hope. We're never going to sell out. Guys, I'll never sell out to Vano. I will never sell out to Mnangagwa. And I'll never take 30 pieces of silver like others. There are people who have taken it. And I've told you, you're going to go to sleep and cry yourself to sleep if you take Mnangagwa's money. Hakuna zviriko, wakadhakwa. So young people, get away from these things. I've warned you, Kulendi Mnangagwa. Siya Dzungu. Siya Vanu Avu. Come to me, WhatsApp me, and I'll put you on my program. No, visa kuzvakaora zvezano. Tokupa mama content iripo. Not zokuswera uchimhanya netuma faceless people. Faceless people are the worst people because they are working for Mnangagwa. So if you see someone whose face you can't see, even if they are talking against Mnangagwa, if you can't see that person's face, it's Mnangagwa. That person. Okay. I think we've done it. We've covered it. Let's go to our Facebook people. My people on Facebook. I almost forgot. But don't forget to buy Mve. And you thank me later. All right. Let's look at, let's start with, let me save K first. I want to see what K is saying. Okay, let's start with Madam Boss. I like it. She's amazing. Madam Boss. My Juju Cosmetics has been hacked. Why would you hack My Juju Cosmetics? So someone has hacked My Juju Cosmetics. Beware of scammers. That's what you're sharing there. Please be advised that our business line has been hacked. Now, do not use to communicate. So it says, My Juju Cosmetics, beware of scammers. So don't go there and get hacked and stolen. And that's Borodo, Yanga Ichito Wama picture Neni. So she was at Capital Pictures over here. Who owns
Hello,
Capital?
everybody. So today it was rugby watch party, and thank you so much to Capital for doing this for us. You
she likes to pretend as if she doesn't know English. And then she's going to be in Dubai. Is she going to be in Dubai? 2 August, Sawira International. Who is Sawira? And then AfriPraise, Madam Boss, Dubai, UK, Scotland, Poland, Ireland. That's amazing. Ane Dukuraka Shiba, Reshirikadzi. Shirikadzi. She is pretending to be Shirikadzi. Let's see who else here. Hakainde Chilema, President Hakainde Chilema. What an amazing day. Thank you for the gift of Sabbath day over here. President Hakainde Chilema, he does a lot. My favorite president. He saw me in Zambia recently. That was amazing. I love Zambia. If you know, you know. If you don't know, Zambia, Zoro. And then good night. I'm waiting for 1 a.m. That's when I sleep. Faith Msonda, she's crazy. That is the side chick of the late Edgar Lungu. Let's see what Fadzai is saying. Fadzai, our boys did it. Zimbabwe rugby team, the Sebos, beat Nigeria 30-28. So Fadzai is now one of my favorite people. And then congratulations to this outstanding mooting team. Let's see what else she said. Okay, we'll check it out later. And then let's look at Hakainde, President Duma Boko. Yeah, he still hasn't posted anything new. And I know that means he hasn't posted because I was checking it out just a few minutes ago. Pakaipa. Pakaipa, guys. What else am I missing? There's something I'm missing. I can't remember what I'm missing, but I'm missing something. I'll think about it and I'll come with it. So, guys, what we're doing is spiritual. It's going to work. And as long as we don't sell out, we'll be fine. The problem is selling out. Because what God does, so that is the God of heaven. When things are about to change, anokupa opportunity, the real opportunity, and then he's going to give you a fake opportunity. So God will give you a small opportunity, which will take you away from the big opportunity. He wants to see what you're going to do. So let's say you want to get 1 billion. God will give you 1 million and say, do you want the million to now or do you want the billion after 5 years? So most people, what they will do is, I would rather get the million now. How do I know I'm going to get the billion? That is how God chooses leaders, true leaders, from non-leaders. If you are a true leader, you are going to stand the test of time. So when things are most difficult, that is when you become a leader. If you cannot stand the test of time, of what we call moments of truth, then you cannot be a leader. Because leaders are taken through the fire. So if you're not taken through the fire, you cannot be a leader. Take this from me. People who fold and move back during times of crisis are not leaders. Leaders stand during times of crisis and they resist the temptation to take the easy route. Kutora, the 30 pieces of silver. 30 pieces of silver will satisfy you for today. But God wants to give you the whole world. You get it? That is where we are right now. Let's work for the future. Let's work for our country. And Mnangagwa is gone. So Mapabata, that is where we are. And I would like to thank all of you for all your support. These next 3 months are going to be the most difficult 3 months we've ever gone through. I've done so many things. I've changed so many things. I have moved my home 3 times. And I know what this means. The times of change are so difficult. And however, when you're on the other side, everything will be okay. We're just about to get there. God is about to put us into the land of Munumutapa. Munumutapa. And I know the land of Canaan. And Canaan. Munumutapa. Right. I would like to thank all of you for watching. Let's look at one quick your God is confused. How does he choose people like Mnangagwa? Gambakwe, I think you have to visit the doctor. Why? Gambakwe, tell me, where is Kembo Mohadi? Who is Kembo? What does he work? What does he do for me? Why do I care about the Kembo? Do I care about someone who talks slowly and doesn't say anything that makes sense? Someone who visits the prison where he came from. Like, Kembo went to his own prison. He says, my bed, I think my bed was here. I think my bed was here. Where's my bed? Mdara Kembo, man. That was so silly. You lied too much. So HS saw you in Zambia recently. Stop the lies. Stop trying to understand what I did in Zambia. Mkoma Peter. Mbona udibata? Ndaitana na nuku Zambia. Amulumi. You never know nothing. But don't ever think kuti this thing that we're doing is a joke. It's serious. Agono Gambakwe aka broker tipe mve. Guys, here is mve. Come and get it. Musawomera kana uri United Kingdom 2 for 1. So get a friend and you buy $50 each. One gets one. That is a perfect arrangement. And also you can do the same with the wife. Ukapa mkazi wako mve. Aneta Bo, aneta sa Regina plus anotanga kuita semkazi wa Potiphar. Anotanga kuita semkazi wa Potiphar. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again a little bit later, and a good day.